Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game because both teams are fighting for their status in the college football playoff rankings, both in the top 50, but they need these crucial strength of schedule wins to impress the committee. When the Big 12 takes on the ACC, there is a lot on the line because these two teams will look at this outcome of this game in the postseason and how it will affect their seeding later on. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The transfer has it his first carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Martin. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move, it's Martin. Gets away from one. He's got space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hand off to the lone back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Avent. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Now, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too big.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in the...
Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. It's Peoples. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Give to the single back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Hansen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, They need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Martin. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Got his man on the outside. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a catch at the 10. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The hand to the running back. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Gets the back moving. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Walker. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air, it's Beck. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 16, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Gators, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And so there's some room. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the 2nd half. Clearly
could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half, came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
Give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw again. A little screen to the running back. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory.
Booster!
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense putting points on the board.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Oh, the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He's going to take a shot, and they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh! Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Gives it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Might as well stick with him. There's a crease. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Handoff to Xavier. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. That's caught. It's Robinson. Spins away from the defense. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Fakes to grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
Looking for a crease. It's Avant. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Get things going as their offense heads out to the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Howard. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's Beck. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Quickly out to the tight end. Saving every precious second out of bounds with 24 ticks to go. It'll be 1st down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Looking to fire. Takes a shot. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Mateer. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The give to the lone running back. Could be an alley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that throws toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
To the air, it's Mateer. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Handoff for Peoples. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. 3rd down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is how it's done on third down and short. A no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looking for room. It's Hansen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run.
He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.